Hello, I wanted to come and talk with you today, do a little coaching around the idea of feeling really out of control right now. And with everything going on with the coronavirus, with being in lockdown, with having uncertainty about finances, about health for yourself, for people around you, having toilet paper, whatever the things are that are coming at you that are causing such like an increased amount of uncertainty, there is a pull for our attention and a sense of spiraling out of control, our attention on things that are beyond what we can control. And that's where the media has us steering a lot of our attention, a lot of our time, our focus. It's where a lot of culture around us, people around us are in a heightened state of fear, in a heightened state of overwhelm, and very, very familiar feeling of being out of control. And so I wanted to speak to that today. My name is Tally, and I work with leaders. I'm a life and personal development coach. I work with leaders to create lives of really profound impact in the world by getting them aligned holistically, getting them aligned with who it is that they're made to be in overflow, and really creating a life that they love living. So that's what I do professionally through private coaching, through group coaching. I facilitate masterminds and lead international retreats. And I just wanted to start putting things out into the social media space, just offering free coaching. I go live on my Leaders Alive with Tally page on Facebook every day. And I wanted to put some content here as well and just give you guys a filter right now that you can be using that will help you really get out of that place of overwhelm and into a place of peace. So I want to talk about the triggering temptation very often to give our time and our attention and our focus to the things that are out of our control, and what we can do today to focus on the things that we can control. So this is actually something that I had a lot of practice in one of the most stressful times of my life. I had so much coming at me, so much coming into my space, my awareness, my realm, and it was incredibly overwhelming because it was so many different things all at once. And so for me, I got really good at this because I had to practice developing this filter for myself. And the filter is this. It's really getting clarity around what it is that you can control and then what it is that you can't control. So that's the first step, just getting clear in any situation. Like, what is it right now that I can control and what is it that I cannot control? And when you determine what you can't control, it's getting into acceptance around that. Like, okay, I want things to be this certain way right now and they are not, and I'm frustrated by it. But the reality is around this certain thing, there is not something that I can do right now about that. I can't do anything about the fact that we just extended the quarantine time and we're all going to be at home longer. There's not something I can do right now to change that thing. Or I can't control the fact that somebody I love is showing symptoms of coronavirus. Or there's not something I can do right now. The fact that my company, just rolled out this policy that's going to affect me in whatever ways. There's nothing I can do. So on and on and on. Like, what is it that you cannot control? And the more quickly you acknowledge what you can't control and shift into a place of acceptance around that, like, okay, that is what it is and I don't like it. And you can acknowledge that, you can grieve the loss of whatever's there. I'm not saying be in denial about it, but I'm saying acknowledge what you can't control and shift into a place of acceptance. Like, that is the way that it is. And I don't like it, but that's what it is. And shifting into, okay, like getting into acceptance around that's what's going on. That is what's here and it is what is. And not resisting it will really, really preserve the resources that you have for your attention, your time, your energy, your focus, your even like what is there for you to do something with, your actionability. I don't know what the word is, but if you're giving all of those things, all of those precious resources that you have to something that you can't control, then you are stealing it away from something that you can control. And it's really, really helpful. For me, that was super helpful to realize, because sometimes I felt more responsible in some ways, like being over here in this space, like churning an idea, like finding myself playing something over and over and over again. even though there wasn't a result that I could in the end come out and control, there was something that sort of felt responsible or gratifying about worrying about it, like that I care or something. I don't know. But when I started realizing I'm actually stealing away from things that I really care about a lot by giving all of these resources over here, I then was able to go, okay, in acceptance around what I can't control here. And I'm going to give those resources, my time, my energy, my attention, my focus, my creativity, my being in action around things that I can control. So first step is determine what I can and can't control. Separate those things out. Get into acceptance around the things you can't change. And then really get into action around the things that you can change. So determine the things that you can do something about. You can control what goes in your body that will result in how you feel. You can control the time that you set aside for things that are going to fill you with joy, or fill you with feeling a sense of accomplishment, or fill you with feeling like you're in overflow and in contribution toward other people. You can control those things. So getting into acceptance as quickly as you can over here with things you can't control, and the time that it takes to recognize that you're out of control and get into acceptance with it, like that time will get shorter and shorter and shorter the more you practice it, and then you'll be able to swing your energy over here into, when you recognize what you can control, the amount of time it takes you to get into action around those things is also really significant. So this is something huge to practice, and we have this amazing opportunity right now with what is going on that is a gift in so many ways. There are definitely things to grieve and losses that are in this, but there are also so many beautiful gifts, so many opportunities, and this is one. This is one beautiful opportunity that you, I promise, if you practice this in this season, it will serve you your entire life. It will benefit you your entire life. When you get good, because this is a daily thing, being confronted in your life with things that are out of your control, being able to shift into acceptance around what you can't control, being able to get into action around the things that you can control, will bless you, will bless all the people in your life. It will bless whatever businesses you're a part of. It will bless all the relationships that you have when you're not trying to control other people. It's massive, the effect that this has. So this filter is a gift. It'll keep you out of this place of being on a hamster wheel where you are running really, really hard and giving a lot of effort and a lot of energy to something that gets you nowhere. You're just on this wheel. Get into acceptance around what you can't control. Get into action around what you can control. And I want to leave you with this, because this is really the point of, if you've ever heard of the Serenity Prayer, they believe it was written by a man named Reinhold Niebuhr in 1933. He was a theologian and coined this, which like thousands and thousands of people have used to recenter themselves into this place that I'm talking about right now. And it goes like this: whatever your faith background is, it's certainly a prayer you can pray, and it can either be real connection for you with the God of your understanding, or it could be, just something that you use to center you. But it goes like this: God, grant me the serenity to accept those things I cannot change, courage to change the things that I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. So I bless you with that. I bless you with being able to practice this beautiful gift of shifting into what you can and can't control, and just seeing so much of your time, energy, creativity, resources shifting from this place of spinning in out of controlness and overwhelm into something that you really can do to make a difference for yourself, for the people that you love, and for the community you're a part of. I go live every day on my Facebook page, Leaders Alive with Tally, and would love to have you join me there. If you want to get on an email that just gives you a replay of that video and sort of summarizes the notes from that, you are welcome to send me an email at tally@leadersalive.co. So you can send me an email there, and we'll get you on the email list so you can get replays of that, or join me every day at 1 o'clock Eastern. Blessings. Hope you have a beautiful rest of your day. Enjoy practicing that one.